Hey guys, welcome to the Wagner stand. My name's Sam. I'm obviously from Wagner and I'm here today showing off the new Flexio 585 sprayer. Now traditionally from Wagner we generally needed a spray for every job, one for fine finishing, one for wall paint, another one for odd jobs. The Flexio range is flexible. We can cover a lot of applications around the house with the one spray gun. So first of all, I've got the standard spray attachment attached. I've got some paint in there at the moment with a consistency of around enamel, and this is your fine finishing attachment, and this is what it can do. So as you can see, we've got a nice spray pattern there to spray up and down. If for any reason it's any easier to spray the job left to right, we just turn these two little knobs left to right, and off we go. If we come up against some smaller, intricate areas that we don't need so much paint coming out, we've just got to turn these two little lugs 45 degrees, like so, and this is what I call the 20-cent piece spray pattern. Fantastic for doing door frames, door edges, window frames, lattice work, all those odd jobs where you don't need such a big spray pattern. A lot of people seem to think that spraying means, a lot of wastage paint, a lot of overspray. As you can see, we can get a nice direct control of paint from the gun to the surface, no overspray and minimal paint wastage. So that's the standard front end.
And is it pitched to a DIY?
This is the ultimate DIY's machine. Okay. This is the DIY's
You don't need many skills to use it.
No, very simple. There's only two main controls. This little knob behind the trigger here will regulate how much paint comes out. So when you wind it in, that trigger's going to come back further, which means you're going to get more paint. If you wind it out like so, that's going to restrict that trigger to come back only so far, which means you're going to get less paint. Also with the Flexios, you can also adjust how much atomization of the paint by regulating how much air comes through. So if I want a relatively flat, smooth finish, I leave that on full stick, on full control, which is on 8. But if I want to turn that down a little bit, especially with my acrylic paints, I can actually achieve a rolled stipple finish by letting that air turn down, which therefore makes the paint particles a little bit bigger. And as those paint particles stack up on one another, that's what gives you your peaks and valleys of a rolled stipple finish. And that's what we can do with that.
And what about cleaning?
Very simple. I'll show you a nice clean one to show you. All of these are the same basic design, even though they look different. They run on the same principle. So first thing first, when it comes to cleaning, your paint wants to go back into the paint pot, and then it's just a matter of just simply breaking it down. Hose comes off, and then we've got just 1, 2, and 3 bits pop off the front.
Okay.
And that channel that you see there where the paint comes out is where the paint comes out the front here. So all you need to do is just make sure that that channel there and that channel there is free of paint, and the unit's clean. Once you've got that cleaned up, just start putting the bits back together. Like so.
And what about for retailers? What are you offering in terms of merchandising the product?
Merchandising, we've got the full range brochures on these with the new range. The Flexio is a new product. We've got 4 in the range, so we also have range brochures and also brochures on each individual unit. And the good thing I like about this product is if someone wants to put in a volume, there's no mess made. There's nothing wrong with just getting a little bit of palette card out the back, leaving a little bit of paint in there, and just pulling the trigger whenever you've got a customer that might be interested in putting some paint on the walls at home. The good thing about these units is that once you let go of the trigger, we've now created a sealed unit, so paint can actually stay fresh in these for a day or so. So if you do finish one afternoon and you know that you've got plenty to do the next day, there's nothing wrong with leaving the paint in there for a day or so and just clean up the next day. It's simple as that. Simple as that. So the last thing that I'd like to show you guys is also the Wall Perfect, the eye spray attachment.
Okay.
Now this one here is white. The reason why we keep it white is it's for wall paints. Most walls are coloured white. And what this does is different to the other one is it's going to throw a lot more paint onto the surface a lot quicker. So obviously when you're painting a large surface area like walls, you want to try and get that job done relatively quick. You don't want to be overlapping over the same spot every time. So simply to change the pots, we've just got a little quick disconnect button on the side here, turn him 45 degrees, one pot's off. And then put the second pot on, same thing but reverse the process. 45 degrees, clicks in, ready to spray. Simple as that.
Fantastic, all right. And show us a demo.
as you can see, a lot faster, a lot smoother application.
And a lot more control.
Exactly. So that's going to get your walls painted and coloured a lot quicker than any brush, roller, or other spray attachment.
That's fantastic. All right.
So just on top of that, that's the 2 spray attachments that you get standard with any of the Flexio range. We also have available on the market, excuse me, the Brilliant front end. The Brilliant spray attachment will give you a fantastic fine finish. So if you're really looking for that glossy, almost mirror-like finish, especially from your enamel work, this is the attachment that'll click straight onto any of the Flexio range that we've just looked here so far.
Fantastic.
The other one we've got, which is brand new to the market, is the Tex Perfect spray attachment. This is designed to spray any finished texture coating product up to a 1 mil particle size.
Wow.
Once again, no dilution required for any of these products. Product straight in, click it on, pull the trigger, spray time.
Fantastic. Okay. Anything else you want to
No, that was great.
Okay, Sam, you're a natural.